Should Salesforce be removed from XLK? And for people that don't know, XLK is the technology sector ETF inspired the Spider Fund. So there's a bunch of different ETFs inside the Spider. There's the XLY, which is consumer discretionary. There's XLE, which is the energy. I think there's XLF, which is the financial sector. XLK is the financial ETF. The ETF is a group of stocks. So top holdings: Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Visa, Mastercard, Broadcom, Adobe, Salesforce, Accenture, and Cisco Systems. So should Salesforce be removed from XLK? And then XLK is a good hedge if you don't want to invest in individual stocks. You want to invest in a group of stocks. So that's why the ETFs is beneficial. So yeah, what's up with Salesforce?
First off, I want to say I love Mark Benioff and everyone.
Oh no! I thought you were gonna go the other way. Okay, go ahead.
And I know he's had a lot on his plate, being the amazing leader that he is. But if you look at the return of CRM, last 5 years is 93.8%. The S&P's returned 93.64. You get a multiple in being in tech alone. So profit margin is 15%. And with all the AI agents and technology, because they are being reactionary opposed to innovating, Salesforce should be doing a hell of a lot better in this AI wave, because it would benefit everybody who's on the enterprise side that can use those agents. Like, I haven't heard one person say, hey, I'm using Salesforce, and as a result, it's writing out my email campaigns for me with the touch of a button. I shouldn't be using chat cheap. Okay, now I'll ask this question. If OpenAI becomes public tomorrow, should they be in there over Salesforce?
Yeah, of course. OpenAI is
the dog, everybody dying, no lying. I love Salesforce, but my thing is, and this is my issue, same with Apple, I like to bring up the issue before the emergency gets to the door. I don't think they've innovated enough. At a time when I should be able to go through every email and customize based on purchase history and price and demographic and psychographic, I can't do almost any of that shit in Salesforce at scale easily. It's easier to do in ChatGPT. So you either are going to innovate or you're going to be comfortable and die. I don't think the company is dead. I don't think they should be in XLK though.
Ooh.
What are your thoughts? Mark Benioff, I love you from the bottom of my heart. Tony Robbins, I love you dearly. You know that. I helped move a whole bunch of books for you. But I don't see what competitive advantage Salesforce has over. Okay, now it's like, if not OpenAI, shit, Google LM just made a whole podcast with emotional feelings, and they found that they weren't human. Haven't seen you do any. Have we seen any innovation come out of Salesforce that we as business owners want to use? It's not even a consideration. I'll hop on Bard first before I go into Salesforce to make something using AI.
All right, so I agree with you that it should be doing better. I do agree with you. We have to ask ourselves a question though. Are they the leader in the space? CRMs.
Sam Altman kicked his whole.
No. I'm going. Let me land it. Are they the leader in the space?
Yes.
Okay, they are the leader in the space. They should be doing more. I completely agree with you. They have been slow to adopt AI. That is changing. That they have been extremely, you know what? I'll put extremely slow. They've been extremely slow. That is changing. When I heard X speaking the other night, and this is one of the things that I asked her, and she talked about infrastructure and how it can change and how they're integrating it now. You can see that that's going to completely disrupt the customer relations management entire sector, right?
Oh yeah, they're going to turn it upside down.
Which means that they can now be more efficient without being as expensive. So now more cost efficient, more efficient from a work production, but more cost efficient, which means that there's That middle ground in between means more profit. Year to date, their profit margin, right? We always talk about profit margin is up 4%. So they're at 15% right now, year to date. That's a bonus, right? When you look at it, if their profit margin is going up, that means it's not going down. That's a good sign. They're interested in the way that I'm not comparing them to Nvidia, but Nvidia is looking for large corporate accounts. So when they have Microsoft, when they have Google, when they have Meta, Oracle just said they're going to spend over 25 billion or 6 billion for Blackwell. They're in that realm where they're not focused on small accounts. They're focused on
they always been focused on bigger corporations,
large corporate. So if they can provide more efficient service at a cheaper price point to more corporate, I understand why. Now, why should they stay in XLK? I think they will and they should, is because that AI technology that it now becomes even more streamlined with the companies that are aligned with it. They're in there with Broadcom. They're in, obviously not Nvidia leads that fund, but it's aligned with the companies that are in there because the AI infusion inside of it. So I think they belong there. I think they stay there, and I can see the profit margin increasing as they integrate AI and it becomes a more efficient business plan using it. They have been slow with it. Yes. They need to do more. Yes. Is there a great leader leading the company?
Absolutely. He's amazing.
So that's a bonus for me.
But if I can hit a button on Copilot.
Are those colored, like what is that your knee right there? Like,
oh, my bad. I'm putting my knee down. Yeah. Well, I put the flowers on my clothes since they won't give them to me. You know what I mean? Y'all don't want to give me my flowers. So I put on the garments. You know what I mean? But if I can hit Copilot.
Got it.
Yeah. Let me get your
knee back.
Yeah. And I can hit a button to, okay, so why in the age of automation are we still having to do manual tasks in a CRM? Why didn't y'all buy a little nuclear power plant in Michigan to have the AI agents work for the business if you're selling the enterprise? So if I'm a business owner and I can pay $20 a month for OpenAI and get most of the functionality that I can by paying however many thousand per year, what's the benefit when it's not automated?
So what you're saying is 100%, but they're not Microsoft, right? Like Microsoft has done that. They're saying like, look, we're going to be one-stop shop. We're going to create the energy, which is an issue, right? Not an issue, but it's a definitely something that needs to be addressed inside of the space. They're not Microsoft. They're saying like, this is our thing, and yes, we're the best at it when it comes to customer relations. They're not saying like we're going to build the infrastructure, we're not going to provide the energy, and right. So Copilot will be its competitor, but how many people? It's a great competitor. So that's why I said that and it'll be dependent on what they innovate inside of AI. Because for a while it wasn't happening, and we spoke about this, and this is the reason why I brought up HubSpot, and I'm like, look, HubSpot, the same reason why you should.
I don't want to say it. HubSpot outperforming them.
Well, they
functionality
took a hit because of the potential sale to Google that didn't go through, but I still see them for the small to medium tier businesses and entrepreneurs. The cost point, and again, X literally told you how much it costs. It can get pricey, but if you have a business, again, it's actually worth it. I'm putting a hold on this. I'm putting a hold and see, not a hold the stock, but a hold and see before we say, all right, let's remove them.
If they created a chatbot or automation agent that can go through at least in your emails and auto prompt the reply, they would have a competitive advantage. Right now, they don't have one. They don't have one. I'm always thinking in the future. Okay, so because if OpenAI becomes public, since Sam kicked everybody off, look, Sam Altman got rid of Elon and his whole board. You don't think he has a plan how to help every enterprise on earth? You finessed one of the greatest finesses in Elon off the board. What? And cleared the board? This is White Suge Knight. You don't think he has a plan after he made everyone invest into him how to build agents? So if they build an agent in 2 years just to reply to email, what is Salesforce going to do?